we say good morning to you. Ready to start another week. We are broadcasting live today. We're on the road here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. First day of school for a lot of folks. Let's see. Johnson City, Kingsport City, Sullivan County, Washington County, Bristol, Tennessee, Johnson County, Hawkins County, Rogersville City. All went back today. Greenville will go back on Wednesday. Greene County and Greenville Cities go back on Wednesday. Then Carter County, of course, Elizabethton City will go back on Friday. And then next Monday, Unicoi County will start. So it's here. It's hard to believe. Seemed like the other day we're just letting people out of school, and now we're going back in. And, you know, every time we have this discussion, when we were kids, you went from Labor Day to Memorial Day. So that ain't the case now. So they're back in school. And, again, Elizabethton City will go back in, and Carter County on Friday. So we're here. We're going to be joined by Axel coming up in a few minutes. Axel Stein shines on this show number 2545. Mama Steins is in here today. Mama Bear and Papa Bear are both here today because we're close. And so are you doing dogs today? Are you dog? It is a late day for her. Good. Okay. Tomorrow we'll be at Port Travs. Wednesday we'll be at Chick-fil-A in Johnson City. Thursday we're going to be in Boone, North Carolina, talking Appalachian State sports with Mountain Community Bank and the president, our buddy Andrew McKeon. Then Friday we'll wrap up the work week and kick off the weekend with a little trip to Food City and Gray. So we got a full week this week. Next week will be an abbreviated week. I think it's next week, but we'll worry about that when we get there. For now, let's get it cranked up, get it going, and let's do it with the national anthem. Who gets to do it today as we will take a look at sports. And, again, the ever-changing college football landscape changed again over the weekend, especially Friday after went off the air. Late Friday afternoon there was a change, and so we'll tell you all about that. Also, we've got some major trades in Major League Baseball already done and some more brewing. 6 o'clock is the deadline today for the baseball trade deadline. The Braves have helped themselves, it looks like. I'm not overly excited about the pitcher they got, but the hitter's pretty good. So, anyway, we'll tell you all about that. The Dodgers give him the trophy. I mean, at this point, Tariq Skubal, they signed this guy. He'll pitch tomorrow night at Wrigley Field against the Cubs for his first assignment as the Dodgers, and so you know, the rich just keep on getting richer. And, of course, this is the outcry, and we'll get into it here in a little while, the outcry for a salary cap in Major League Baseball. The rich just got richer. I mean, you look at the starting lineup, we will in a minute. The pitching front five rotation for the Dodgers is really unbelievable. With Snell and Glasnow and Ohtani, Roblowski, Eric Lauer, who may probably get traded, Emmett Sheehan, Yamamoto, Sasaki, Robleski. I mean, these guys, it's like a who's who. The starting lineup of the Dodgers pitching. Now you had Tariq Skubal from the Tigers, and so it's you can't give it to them. They got to earn it, but it looks real good on paper. The Dodgers win their third straight World Championship. However, you don't do it on paper. You do it on the field. So we'll see. Things can change, but paper-wise speaking, they have really solidified themselves. You see the countdown, 18 days, hard to believe, till Cyclone football. 18 days, 7 hours, and 44 minutes. 2 weeks from Friday night, we'll be ready to roll with the Cyclones and the Hilltoppers in a 102nd meeting of the two. So we'll talk to my buddy about that coming up in a few minutes. Mr. Cyclone Walk himself, Axel Steins shines. He's eating right now. So as soon as the king gets done eating, we'll have him over here. Probably 12 nuggets, 2 large fries, and a large steak. Got it. I don't see how they do it. The feed bill is unbelievable. The man can flat put away the chow. All right, let's get Faith Hill's the national anthem. Then we'll go right into the college sports world. We'll do that right after this from Faith on the Tom Taylor Sports.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the
old girl can bring it, I can tell you that. Faith Hill can flat sing it. All right, a couple of birthdays today. Tom Brady having a birthday, the all-time greatest quarterback, many say, in the history of NFL, and he's got the records and the rings to back it up. He's having a birthday. He's 49 today. Also, happy birthday to Martha Stewart. She is a birthday girl. She's 85 today. Then to brush off the cobwebs, a guy that was a great wide receiver back in the day, Lance Allworth, who was a great wide receiver for the San Diego Chargers, now the L.A. Chargers. He's having a birthday. He's 86, but probably Brady at 49 and Martha Stewart at 85 are your birthday biggies, if you will, for this Monday, August the 3rd, brand new month, since we last visited on Friday. All right, so the long-awaited Protect College Sports Act got voted in. It was up in the air on Friday when we were doing the show from Food City. So they went ahead, the Big Ten and the SEC said yes. They voted it in, so now it goes before Congress. They're going to try and get a vote in before they break for recess on Friday, the summer recess. Trump administration sent an unmistakable signal Friday morning, said, let's get this thing passed. So the president's involved in this. He's involved in everything. I don't know how the guy does it. He has got his fingers in everything. Some don't like that. I like to, I'd rather have him there with his fingers and everything than asleep at the wheel. How about that? Where's that? There you go. So the provision designed to prevent, now this is kind of wordy, but I'm going to read it to you. The central sticking point was the provision to prevent circumvention of the revenue sharing cap to arrangements with school-affiliated corporate sponsors and multimedia companies, which is kind of wordy, kind of confusing, but it passed, and that's all we got to worry about. On the field, it protects women in Olympic sports that conference leaders and university presidents have long demanded. Also, the NCAA Division I conferences will be prohibited from reducing the number of varsity teams. What you got's what you got. Got to make it work. Minimum roster participants or intercollegiate competition schools must sponsor for FBS membership. Again, it's wordy. That's lawyer jargon, but basically what it's saying is women's sports, Olympic sports will be okay. Also took direct aim at the coaching carousel, which I think was good. Football coaches and key staff members will not be able to leave mid-season, which they did last year, take over another program, whether through recruiting, roster management, NIL, or any game planning. So in other words, if you're at this school, you're there at the end of the season. You can't jump in the middle of the season, which I think is good. It also caps conference expansion, which means the Big Ten to 19 teams, the Big Ten can only add one more school if they, in fact, add any at all. So that day, and vote on it before they all take off midweek. Again, the summer recess for Congress starts on Friday. So bottom line is the college Act has been voted in, and that's a good thing. The Protected College Sports Act, to be exact. So I shouldn't say voted in. It's been approved by the presidents of the SEC, Big Ten, all the schools, all the big conferences, all the Power Four said yes to this. And now, to me, it's a formality because it's coming from Congress. They presented the bill. They liked it, so now Congress votes on it. And the only hitch up there is Senator John Thune said some of the folks in Congress don't really know what's going on because they're not on the board. They're not that close to what we're talking about, so we'll have to educate them as to what we're doing, what's going on, and after that, they'll have the vote. So I would think it will go through, and that'll be a good thing. Now, another wrinkle yesterday afternoon. The judge who granted the right to play another year of college sports last week, whose eligibility ran out last school year, instead of issued a new order yesterday. So when I say ever-changing, it's ever-changing. So she makes this rule. Her name is Charlotte Sweeney out in Denver. She makes this rule, and now she's come back and said, okay, new order Sunday that makes clear that the ruling does not include football players who signed pro contracts this summer that had a change of heart. I like that. She said the ruling that granted a fifth year to athletes who graduated from high school in 2022 were not included in the new NCAA rule, allowing 5 semesters of eligibility for Division I players. She said that decision still stands but has no impact on other NCAA rules. So if you're an athletic director or a coach, one would have to think, okay, so the decision still stands but has no impact on other NCAA rules, including its prohibition on players signing pro contracts and coming back to college. She said, okay, If we go try out for the Raiders or whoever you sign up and you don't make it and you say, I've been here, I don't want to do this, I want to go back and play college, you're not going to be able to do that. Extending it to players this fall granted hundreds a chance to return to school. In the direct aftermath of the decision, some media reports were listing players on NFL and Canadian Football League rosters were signaling they'd be open to returning back to school. She says, can't do that. So there are no changes to NCAA rules regarding pros, no exceptions over when athletes can enter the transfer portal, and no impact on elements of the landmark House lawsuit settlement. So, the waters just stay muddy all the time. So if you're a general manager, or not a general manager, but a head coach or an athletic director, so now what do you do? And what do these kids do? What do the players do? So she makes a ruling on Friday and then backs it off and says, but we're going to do A, B, and C. We're not going to let you do D. So it is very murky, to say the least, and very confusing to the athletes and the athletic directors and certainly the coaches. Football's getting ready to crank up practice very soon for college. And baseball, of course, they got a little while. They don't play it the spring, but it affects the off-season recruiting for the baseball coaches, too. This kid gets to come back, can't come back. This one wasn't going to be able to come back, now he can come back and play. So, very, as I said, the waters are very murky on that. All right, one more thing in football. They have come out, which I think is excellent. We'll talk to Sean about this in a little while because I know they do a great job. Amethyst Crawford, our trainer, does a wonderful job stopping practices, and so does Coach Witten, stopping practices and saying, all right, let's water everybody down. Water break. So 2 organizations are calling for a different approach to prevent heat stroke in linemen who make up 90% of heat stroke fatalities in high school and college. So the heat is unbelievable down in the Deep South. The heat index up 105, 106 almost every day down in Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, Georgia, Florida. It's hot and it's muggy here today. And, of course, now all the schools start afternoon practices starting today, including Elizabethton. So they want to exclude linemen from running the mile, sprints, and other preseason performance testing during the first 4 weeks of the season. First few weeks of the season. They also cautioned against using exertion drills as punishment. They being the National Athletic Trainers Association. So, and the National Federation of State High School Associations. I get that. Linemen are particularly vulnerable to heat stroke because of their size and weight, and I certainly get that too. So, and, they said, the Athletic Trainers Association said, whereas some coaches are old school, brought up differently in their life, might not be as receptive to having all these water breaks, saying, they're just soft. It's not being soft, he says, being smart. So they're going to give the linemen more water breaks, everybody more water breaks, but certainly the linemen, in these very, very hot conditions, which we're experiencing here, but even more so down south, where the heat index on a daily basis is up over 100. You're out there in pads and helmet and sweating and trying to catch your breath, doing exercises. You know the drill. If you played, if you haven't played, can only imagine. If you go out and mow and you come out soaking, wringing wet because of the humidity and the heat, imagine having pads and helmet and practicing with those kind of conditions with full pads and helmets. So I get it, to err on the side of caution, be more water breaks, particularly for the hogs, as we call them, the big ones, all across the Deep South. Tom Taylor Sports Show, we're on the road here. Bingo tonight. Bingo, G14 037 I-22. Bingo tonight at 5:30 right here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabeth. It's going to be a lot of fun. So bingo at 5:30. You want to be here, and Molly's going to again, have a big night of bingo. It becomes very, very busy in here, very crowded, and very competitive, to say the least, doing bingo tonight at 5:30 right here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabeth. All right, quick break. We'll be right back. Looks like he's finished eating, so let's get him in. We'll let him be guest number 1 today. Axel Steins will shine next on the Tom Taylor Sports. Tell us why. A lot of real estate companies out there. Why David Collins and Collins and Company?
Well, we service before and after the sale. I think that's a big thing. And follow through on phone calls. I think, and I have a lot of people just comment on how professional our website is, how professional our agents are, and what we do, and how we follow through with things. For instance, I'm not telling the name of a real estate company or anything like that. That's had a buyer that bought one of our houses through another agency, and she just called me. She said, my agent didn't show up at closing, didn't bring me any keys. We didn't do a final walkthrough. That's pretty sad. And, I just want to let folks know, you come here, you're going to get service, follow through. We're going to work through with you, follow you through the process, help you through the process. You don't have a lender. We've got lenders we recommend, attorneys for closing we recommend, and you get full service here.
End of story. Full service. Phone number to call?
423-543-5741.
A 97% closing ratio, folks. Collins & Company, great sponsor of the Tom Douglas Sports Show and Elizabeth and Cyclone Sports. Axel Steins
shines.
Oh, boy. There he is. Axel Steins, show number what? What we got going on today, bud?
Today is show number 35 here on the summer road trip.
35. We broke the record last week. He's been with us every show for 35 times.
Doggies.
Woo, we've had a couple days off.
Yep, we sure have. Especially over the 4th of July holiday last month.
Yeah. Now, you went to Tiebreakers over the weekend, is that right?
Yep.
What'd you do at Tiebreakers?
Play arcades.
Oh, boy. How'd you do?
I did really good.
Is that the ones who get down and drive a race car?
One of them, actually, yes.
Did you do that one?
Yes.
Oh, did you wreck the car? Did you do good?
I did fine here and there.
Which means he did wreck it some. Fine here and there, good. What other games did you play?
Connect 4 basketball.
Oh, did you show him your shot? Oh, yes. Connect 4 basketball. He's at Tiebreakers, shooting the hoops.
And you know what's kind of funny? When you do 2 players, you get to choose either red or yellow.
Right.
Yeah, and guess what? Sometimes my mama actually played, and guess what happened while we were there?
Mama played? Okay, what happened when Mama played?
You know what? Here's the funny part. She actually beated me.
She beat you? Mama beat you?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
She got a pretty good shot?
Yeah. I was kind of getting worried that I was going to lose, and fact I did.
You're getting worried you're going to lose, and your mother beat you in basketball at Tiebreakers, right?
Yeah.
Show me your mama's got a pretty good shot. Show me your mama's shot. Does she shoot like you? Show me. There you go. So Mama beat him in basketball.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. You were afraid she did, and she would, and she did.
Yeah.
Oh, good grief.
Yeah.
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 Did she rub it in on the way home? Did she let you remind you that she beat you in basketball?
My reaction was like,
I understand. Dejected. I get it.
yeah.
Because Mama beat him in basketball.
Heartbroken.
Okay. Well, that'll get you every time. When Mom beats you in basketball, it'll break a man's heart, won't it? That's it. Hit that bell. That's good. So you drove the cars.
Yes.
You got beaten basketball by your mom.
Yeah.
What else did you play?
Other arcade games.
So did you have anything? I know you eat. Did you have anything good to eat?
Oh yes, I did.
You always eat. What did you have?
They're chicken tenders and fries.
Chicken tenders and fries.
By the way, their fries are like Chick-fil-A's.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They're waffle fries.
As sure as the sun's going to come up, Axel Steins is going to eat somewhere when he goes, because your dad says you're an eating machine.
Yep.
Yeah. So.
And as a matter of fact, this is the final week here for the summer road trip because, as you know, some schools went back today, like Sullivan County, Kingsport, even Daniel Boone High School down in Gray. I wish them best of luck on their first day back.
Yep. Johnson City went back. Washington County went back. Yep. And so Cyclones go back
August 7th.
Friday.
Yeah, on the half day.
Are you excited?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Junior year, baby.
Junior year, baby. That's good.
Yep.
I'm still back to your mom beating you in basketball. I like that. So, was it a point thing or was it on a timer? How did you play?
It was like a little Connect Four.
Connect Four. Okay.
Yeah, like a little Connect Four version.
There you go.
Yep.
Yeah. So did your dad play?
No, he just had lunch with
He just
us.
had lunch, but Mama played and won,
Yeah.
and he was dejected. Show me how you win again when you got beat. Just kind of hungry. I understand. It's just tough when
Yeah.
Mom beats you. So,
Yeah.
but you're getting ready now. Do you have your back to school supplies? You got pencils, a backpack, and
Yep.
you got your
All
supply
that
list
ready.
ready to
New
go.
clothes.
You got new clothes. All
Yeah.
right, gonna be
Yeah.
ready to go.
Yep.
Now, for those who don't know, you do the Waxel radio thing at the school. Tell me about that.
WAXL.
Tell me about that, would you?
Yeah. So I actually have a new teacher this year. You may recognize him. I've had them over these last 2 years from my homeroom Mrs. James class, Mr. Andrew Kingston. I get to spend a third year with him.
Whoa, he's
Yep.
a pretty cool guy.
He's a good guy.
He's a good dude.
Yeah.
That's good. So you got a new teacher, Mr.
Yep.
Kingston.
Yep.
Yeah. So tell him what you do every morning. You read the announcements. Is that what you do?
I usually talk about Cyclone sports and everything.
Now, this is on the intercom for the whole school to hear, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So you call it WAXL.
Yep.
So there you go. That's so. Not only does it come be on the Tom Dolan Sports Show, but at the school, do you do it every day or just some days or
Like every Friday.
every Friday?
Yeah.
Okay. He gives reports on sports of the Cyclones to
Yep.
the whole school.
Yep.
That's awesome.
And as a matter of fact, as you see on the screen, we are 18 days away, 7 hours, 25 minutes, and 11 seconds and counting.
Yeah, we're getting close, folks.
Two weeks from Friday night will be hard to believe.
Hard to believe.
Cyclone football.
Cyclone Walk. Tell them about it.
So it's where the guys come out of the locker room to start off, that is. And then they walk into the stadium. I'm high-fiving them, some of the players and everything. And me and Carrie are, of course, recording it for the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page right before you go on the air with the live broadcast.
You got it. Me and Coach Plass going to be bringing the live broadcast in 2 weeks.
Yeah, 6 times this year.
Oh, yeah. Our home games are?
Science Hill, Tennessee High, Volunteer, Cherokee, Granger, and Greenville are your 6 chances to see me do the Cyclone Walk this year.
Our road games are?
Richard Van Huss going to be doing Westridge, Northview, Sullivan East, and Seymour.
You got it. So we're excited. Hello, Brenda Grindstaff. You know what Conway says?
Hello, darling.
Hello, darling. That's it. Hello, darling. You got it. That's it. Hit that bells. We're excited. So Axel will be with us tomorrow. Where we're going to be tomorrow?
Poor Trav's Deli.
Poor Trav's Deli.
On show number 36 of the road trip.
Mm-hmm.
Wednesday will be at Chick-fil-A in Johnson City.
We will. Yep.
Yeah, Thursday, I think my dad has a doctor's appointment at 2:45. So,
He's hoping.
yeah, so looks like we may make Boone, North Carolina.
Oh, you may make it.
Yeah,
Okay. We'll be in.
at Mountain Community Bank, but I'll let you know by either tomorrow or Wednesday.
Yeah, we'll be over there with Appalachian State talking about the Mountaineers.
Yeah, they said we'll make it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, because,
Alright.
I've got to get Mountain Community Bank in there because, I know you were there last year, and then it was like right as when school started, but this time I'll get to experience for myself.
Absolutely. We're going to Boone, North Carolina on Thursday.
Yeah, talking about Appalachian State sports.
Yep. Football and App State sports will be there in the heart of Boone. And then Friday, we kick off the weekend at
From Food City and Gray, that Rob.
that Rob. He's a silly goose.
He's a silly man.
He is a silly man. He calls
He
you.
sometimes gives me cookies a lot.
Yeah. Well, then you like him when he gives you cookies.
Yeah,
He knows how to win you over.
yeah.
To feed the bear, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I love this boy. So Friday you start school, got your clothes, got your school supplies, we're ready to roll.
Yeah, we're ready to roll, and by 11:16, it's Tom Taylor time.
Oh, it's Tom Taylor time at 11:16.
Yeah, for the final road trip stop.
He's coming on the show Friday because then Monday, a week from today, it's every day, full day till fall break.
Yep.
Whenever you get some downtime. So,
Yep.
all right.
Yeah.
So,
And as a matter of fact, this is our last road trip stop here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabeth, and the final Monday of the road trip.
it's true. Because next week you'll be in school
Yep.
learning, being a blessing.
Starting a new year off right.
That's it. So, all right. I guess they'll take care of everything. So, Axel Stein shines. Here we go. Pals for how long?
Forever and ever.
I know. I love you, buddy. So there you go. Hit that. His mother beat him in basketball. Even I feel bad for him.
Yeah.
So,
but Axel Stein still shines.
he still shines, yeah.
Yeah, and he always shines.
He always shines. You got that right.
Yeah, especially on show number 2545 today. 55 shows away until 2,600 shows.
Wow.
Oh, boy.
Then we're going to try and make it to 3,000.
Yep. And then we're going for 2,700, 2,800, 2,900, and then 3,000.
Yep.
Yeah, let's see. You told me that'll be like in a couple of years. I think I'll be going off to ETSU by then.
You'll be in college time I get done hitting the 3,000. So
yeah, he might want to have to bring me back to town for that.
I probably will come back. I'll let you come back and be part of the show if you, because at that point you'll probably be on ESPN. So maybe you can remember me and come back to old Tom one more time. So So that after you leave, your dad will be doing it. Your dad will be sitting over going, Robert Stein shines. So there you go. I'll see you tomorrow.
I'll see you tomorrow at Poor Trav's Deli, the best steamed sandwich in the Tri-Cities, bar none.
There you go. Good way to end it.
Yeah.
I can just get up and leave. You can just do the show. That's good. So Whitney Blevins, NCCU, joins us next. We'll be talking some Major League Baseball coming up a little bit later on. Sean Witten joins us later in the show. And also, a pretty cool story. Got a young man who just came back from Africa, and they went and climbed to the top of Mount Kilimanjaro.
Ooh, doggy.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool story. He's going to be here to tell us all about that. I thought, how many guys I know that live in Elizabeth and went and climbed to the top of Mount Kilimanjaro last week? Well, he's going to be on the show in a few minutes on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
After a long, hard day at work, all you want to do is relax at home, right? But how can you possibly relax when your home's not comfortable? If you want to feel more comfortable at home, give Advanced Heat Pump Systems a call today. With over 30 years of experience and the most innovative solutions, you can rest assured that Advanced Heat Pump Systems will make your home more comfortable. Give them a call today, 926-2665, or visit them online at advancedheatpump.com.
At Northeast Community Credit Union, we know the importance of taking care of your family and building our community. Are you remodeling your home, trading cars for your next road trip, or maybe you're considering an in-ground pool or a boat for the lake? Our loans are easy, fast, and convenient with the lowest payments around. Act now before rates go up. Apply online at bmycu.org, call us, or come see us in Elizabethton, Johnson City, or Rome Mountain. We have the loan you need.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, look who stopped by. Mrs. Blevins in the house. How are you? Good?
I'm doing good. Thank you. How are you, Tom?
I'm doing wonderful. Wonderful. So
eager to get this school year started, I guess, right?
Yep. Carter County starts Friday, and so does Elizabeth City. So today, Johnson City started, Kingsport, Sullivan County, Washington County, Hawkins County, Johnson County.
A lot of schools started today.
Greenville starts Wednesday. Greenville City and Greene County starts Wednesday. Carter County and Elizabeth City starts on Friday. Unicoi County starts next Monday. So And you've got locations and interest in all 5 of those counties because you
Yes.
cover Sullivan, Washington, Unicoi, Carter, and Johnson.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
is correct. So this time of year, you've got the Helping Teachers Teach grant that if anyone is wanting to, or any teachers in any of those counties are wanting to add some new classroom decorations, get something for the classroom for a school year project, we've got that Helping Teachers Teach grant that you can apply for on our website. Very easy. Just have to be a member of the credit union, which you can join for $5, which you can also open up your account online for $5. So everything can be done to expedite that process for our teachers in the area. But we definitely love to give back, and we do give a grant out once a month. For 12 months of the year. So even though it's been summer, and I know most teachers check out for those 8 weeks of summer, now it's time to check back in. And if you are in need, definitely check the credit union out. We would love to help you with your classroom needs.
It's a no-brainer. I mean, really.
It's awesome.
It takes, if you sit down right now and did it, what would it take you to sign up?
I
Couple
would
of
say
minutes?
between the application that you are applying for the grant, and if you're not a member, I would say 15 minutes of your time online, and you could essentially have all that started with us following up with you. It's really just it's very easy process. We just gave our I don't think we've put it on Facebook yet, but this last month's winner was a teacher at Science Hill. She's a new teacher.
There you go.
And she took advantage of the grant, and she is going to decorate her classroom and get things going for her new class. So she's extremely excited that she was able to get that grant to help start her out.
You can ask any teacher, because I've done this before. I say, if I gave you $300 to put in your classroom, what would you do with it? They don't even hesitate. They know
No,
immediately.
there's something they need.
Absolutely.
Whether
So-
it's new decorations, a new rug, for story time, there's just so much that you could utilize that for that, is not typically within the school's budget, but the teachers are always needing something for their classroom outside of what the school provides. So
that's, you can do the math, $3,600 a year, $300 a month, 12 months out of the year. So why would you not? Somebody's going to win the money.
oh yeah,
So it's not like
one
it's,
teacher a month.
that's it. So
Get
it's
in
not
line.
like that's it. So it's not like it's, well, maybe somebody will. You're going to win. Somebody's going to get a check. Last month it was a teacher at Science Hill. So the 5 counties, if you're a kindergarten teacher all the way up to a technical school teacher, you're eligible. Johnson, Carter, Washington, Sullivan, Unicoi.
Yep.
So go to the website, bemycu.org, and where we go after that.
I believe it is under. Oh, I know I should know this, but I want
should
to
too,
say
'cause
like member services.
That's it. Yeah.
Or other services, something to that nature. There's several different applications on there, but yeah.
As often as Andrea comes on and tells me about this, she'd say, "Why do you not know that?" So, and she'd be right. But anyway, you go to member services.
Navigate our website. You will
Navigate the
find all
website.
kinds of good stuff on there. We've got discounted Dollywood tickets. We've got
Biltmore
vouchers
tickets.
for Biltmore that give you a discount at the gate there when you go up to Biltmore in Asheville. We've got great car loan rates. We've got our HELOC special we're still running. The car loan rates, we've got rates as low as 4.49, and that is on 2023 vehicles and newer. So if you've got a high rate, see if we could refinance on a car. If you're in the need for a vehicle, see if we can finance and save you some money on the interest rate. I do feel like we've got the best rates in town and the best customer service, so you won't be disappointed.
You work with companies and commercial loans. Give me some examples of how you've helped folks since the last time you were here.
So, well, I am busy, and I'm so grateful for our community and just all the people who trust me to help them with their business. But so we've recently just closed on an apartment complex,
Awesome.
a small apartment complex up in Johnson County.
Awesome.
So, I mean, real estate is just a lucrative business, but that is something I've recently done. We've got all kinds of equipment loans where, if a construction company, you need vehicles, you need equipment for the construction projects. That's something that we're heavily involved in. Um, Trucks that people need for delivery services. That's another type of loan and business that is big in this area that we can help assist with. There's just a lot of different needs, but real estate, your autos, your equipment, those are the things right now that I've been really keened in on, and that seems to be the need in the area.
Lisa Baker says, "Hey, Whitney." So,
hey, Lisa.
you ought to see Baker's. Was it yesterday? I saw her picture. She's in some kind of gown. She went to a wedding or something. I'm like, good night. She looked like a movie. I always jokingly say,
Lisa looks like a movie star. She could be one.
I say it all the time. She gets mad at me. She says, "I'm not a movie star." I'm thinking, Baker, you're a movie star. Anyway, she just dress on. I don't know. Went somewhere over the weekend. It's on Facebook. I looked. I was like, "Good Lord, Scotty, you married a movie star." So
she is. She's got the personality and the looks.
You got it. Hit that bell one more time. That's it.
I've been dying to do that.
Like a little kid.
I heard Axel do it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So it's good for anybody to hit. So the home equity line of credit.
Mm-hmm.
That rate is what?
4.99.
4.99%.
That is on one of our shorter terms. It's a 5-year term. However, depending on your need, we offer that type of loan up to a 15-year period. The interest rate does go up a little bit as you increase the term. So the 15-year term is actually 5.99, but still such a great rate. And the good thing about that is it's fixed. It is a fixed rate. You do not have to worry about that interest rate going up over the course of time. A lot of HELOCs are designed where they come due within a year or two, and they also have a variable rate feature, which means as the rates go up with the market, that interest rate is going to increase. And right now, it does seem like rates on the federal side have been trending up, just overall because of, I guess, the world we live in today and things to that nature. But it's a great rate, a great product, especially with all the equity in most people's homes right now. If they've owned a home in the last 5 years, then I can guarantee you that you most likely have some equity in your home. And I know you want to do a project. You probably want to put a nice swimming pool in. It was a hot summer. Or do some renovations, new windows, new roof, new HVAC, whatever the need may be, even if it's in the future. Take advantage of your equity now, get that loan, lock in, and 5 years from now, 3 years from now, the project comes up, you've got that money sitting there waiting on you.
I know a couple of people this summer's screening in their deck, taking their back deck and screening it in, which I thought was interesting. So it's whatever you need to do.
Whatever. I mean, you could go on a good vacation. You could send your kids to college.
Yeah.
Your home is your best asset to utilize that asset. You're always going to have to pay for something. So why not a great rate against your best asset?
Mm-hmm. And then home loans, you talked about that. We just finished that.
Yeah,
so auto loan, got somebody going off to college, need a second car, your car's on the blink. Pick the reason. You got a great rate on auto loans, too.
Oh, yeah. So we've got our auto loans at 4.49 starting out. Great rate. It can, of course, go up as the term goes up, or if you're looking for a fairly used vehicle, it might be a little bit different than 4.49, but we do offer that rate on 2023 and newer vehicles. So, it's just an all-around good product and great people to work with as well when you're getting help.
Yep. Is this a fair statement that the credit union's growing?
Oh, yeah, we are growing. There's some exciting things coming up in our future that we will soon be discussing with our community. But for now, I will keep the exciting things to myself.
Under wraps.
Yeah, just a lot to look forward to.
bingo tonight here at the Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton. 5:30 bingo. So are you a big bingo fan? You ever play bingo?
I have. I'm not a huge bingo fan because I feel like I have bad luck. So I never get the good board that has all the winnings on it.
Me either. I've never won bingo.
So I usually just get mad.
Well, that's what I would do. I have one more to chip to win, and then somebody wins it across the room. It's like,
yeah.
I'm out of here. So,
but it's fun.
It is fun.
Yeah.
5:30 tonight, bingo here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton. Thanks for coming
All
by.
right. You're so welcome. Thanks for having us, Tom.
Hope Bryson has a good year.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Hope he has a good year at football for the Hampton Bulldogs. All right, quick break. We're going to take a look at Major League Baseball. The Braves helped themselves out, but the big story is the Dodgers. Richard Van Huss is beside himself because he's a Dodger fan, and they just signed the big guy, Tariq Skubal, from the Tigers. And at this point, they got so much talent, just give them the trophy again. They really have done well. We'll take a look at Major League Baseball. You have until 6 o'clock tonight, the trade deadline. And so we will take a look at Major League Baseball next on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We're live here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabeth. Brumman Sports Shop in downtown Elizabeth with your favorite school's T-shirts, polos, or hoodies. They can put your school, church, or company's logo on lots of different styles of hats, including Nike and Richardson and now Travis Matthew. Windbreakers, sublimated shirts, pullovers, koozies. They can order for any area school and your favorite team. Dry fit sleeveless hoodies, Nike dry fit T-shirts, women's and toddler sizes. You can order any uniform for any sport, including the pants or shorts from Brumman Sports Shop. And they always have a clearance rack to save you money. Plaques, trophies, medals, and ribbons, and all the engraving is done in-house. And they offer hard-to-find Letterman jackets of your favorite school for guys, ladies, and now elementary and middle school athletes too. And they offer all the different sports patches as well. Brumman Sports Shop, downtown Elizabeth, and Facebook, Instagram, website, BrummanSportsShop.com, phone 542-2321, Brumman Sports Shop in downtown Elizabethton. On our buddy Misty Counts, owner of Duck Crossing here in downtown Elizabethton. Springs and summer's right around the corner. Why come shopping at Duck Crossing in downtown Elizabethton?
Because we've got everything you could ever dream of. We have 3 floors with over 50 different vendors. We have a great selection. We have more than 75% of our items are vintage, which are 25 years or older. So we are an antique mall, but we specialize in vintage items and things that take care of vintage items like our cleaning supplies and things like that. We have clothes, we have jewelry, we have a little bit, like I said, of everything.
Yep, and you do. Hours are open?
We're open through the week, 11 to 5:30, Monday through Friday. Saturdays we're open 10 to 6.
Closed on Sundays.
Closed on Sundays.
How do we find you on social media?
We're on Facebook at Duck Crossing Elizabethton, Instagram at Duck Crossing Antique, and on TikTok.
3 floors, over 50 vendors. Be loyal, buy local, buy it in downtown Elizabeth with Duck Crossing Antique Store, one of our proud sponsors of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show again. Thanks, Whitney, for stopping by. And, of course, Axel. We got Coach Whitten joining us here in a little while. All right, so tomorrow night, the Johnson City Police Department is inviting you for a national night out. It's going to be down at Founders Park tomorrow night. It's free from 4 to 8. Again, Officer Joe Cortez is putting this on, says there's going to be games and giveaways and food and driving simulators, all kinds of cool stuff at Founders Park. It's free. They can put on tomorrow night with the Johnson City Police Department. That will go tomorrow night from 4 until 8. And so, in fact, one of the new canines, Buck, will be there. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool, rather. So it's a national night out tomorrow night, put on by the Johnson City Police Department at Founders Park downtown. And it'll be from 4 to 8. That is a free event tomorrow night. So there you go. I want to let you know that. All right, so we jump in and take a look at Major League Baseball. Who did what? Let's see. Let's go all the way back to the 30th of July and work our way up. Minnesota acquired left-hand pitcher A.J. Minter from the Mets. Baltimore got catcher Jake Rogers. He came over from Detroit. Then on the 31st, you had Dean Krimmer going to Minnesota from Baltimore for the outfielder Reyes going to the Orioles. Milwaukee picked up Bo Naylor, a catcher, and right-hand pitcher Cody Heuer, H-E-U-E-R, I guess that's how you pronounce it. And so Cleveland in that trade with Milwaukee, it's Craig Yoho and Blake Perkins. I don't know who these people are. Duvall from the Yankees went to the Pirates. The Yankees got Luis Cruz and Omar Alfonso, so that was that deal. Then you roll into the second over the weekend. Atlanta picks up Tyler Mahle. Not over the, I mean, it is what it is. They need some arms. Ronaldo Lopez just went on the IL for the Braves, so they're needing more arms again. So they got Tyler Mahle from the Giants, and return the Giants got Anthony Molina from the Braves farm system. The Cubs pick up Kevin Gausman from Toronto. The Blue Jays get a couple of guys, some minor leaguers, to go to Toronto from Chicago. The Yankees needing some offense with Bellinger, Stanton, and Judge on the IL. They pick up Luis Garcia from the Washington Nationals. Nationals get 4 prospects, minor league prospects. Also, you have, let's see, what else? There was another one. Atlanta got Lane Thomas and Bailey Falter, a left-hand pitcher and an outfielder, going to Kansas City. Braves gave up Carter Holton, a southpaw, and right-hand pitcher Lucas Braun. Those 2 guys went to Kansas City, and the Braves get Lane Thomas, an outfielder, which can help them, and left-hand pitcher Bailey Falter, Falter, and if he can pitch, he can help them because they need arms. White Sox get Luis Castillo from Seattle. They get 3 minor league prospects going to the Mariners. And, of course, the biggie, Tariq Skubal, goes to the Dodgers from Detroit. He'll pitch tomorrow night against the Cubs at Wrigley. And so they, in turn, have picked up 3 minor league players, have the Detroit Tigers. So they've pretty much sold out. So I was going to check and see real quick. Let's do that. We'll do that live on the air, which is okay. We're here again at Chick-fil-A in Elizabeth. It's busy. We love it. It's always busy here. So let's see if anything else has happened since I went on the air. Let's see. Nope. I'm looking down through to see. Let's see. Looks like the Phillies are trading for somebody. They have until 6 o'clock tonight. Phillies are acquiring 3-time batting champion Luis Arias from the San Francisco Giants. The Giants are unloading everybody. So Tony Vitello, the manager for the Giants, is not going to have a whole lot to work with because they continue to make trades. And so the biggie was Tariq Skubal. Keep talking about that. He will pitch tomorrow night at Wrigley against the Cubs. He'll take the spot of rotation in the rotation, Eric Lauer, who more than likely will be traded between now and 6 o'clock tonight. So Skubal, a 2.79 ERA, was striking out 116 batters in 96 innings. So he had that surgery a couple of months back. So we'll see how that affects Tariq Skubal. But he is now a Los Angeles Dodger. The rich just keep getting richer. All right, you look at the standings right now in the American League. Tampa Bay with a 2.5 game lead over the Yankees. The Red Sox, they're knocking on the door now. They've won 8 out of 10. They're only 5 back. And so they went from under 500, so now they're 9 over. They're 16-51 and playing excellent baseball right now for the Boston Red Sox. They're making a run not only for the wild card, but for the division. They're pushing the Yankees. They've got it to a 2.5 game differential now. The Yankees are 2.5 back, and the Red Sox only 5 back, front-running Tampa Bay. In the Central, the White Sox lead Cleveland by 3 and Minnesota by 4. Cleveland has lost 7 out of 10 during the tailspin. Then you go into the West. You've got Houston by sweeping the Rangers over the weekend. Rangers have lost 5 in a row and 6 out of 10. Houston now leads that division by 2.5. The Mariners are 3 back. In the National League, the Braves with a 8-game lead over the Phillies, but don't look now, the Marlins are closing the gap. The Marlins have won 6 out of 10. The Phillies have lost 7 out of 10. There's only a game and a half difference between Philadelphia and Miami for second place. So Phillies have struggled coming out of the gate after the All-Star break. In the Central, Milwaukee's 6.5 better than the Cubs. In the West, the Dodgers are the Dodgers. They're leading by 10 over Arizona. Now, the wild card have stopped today. Your playoffs would include in the American League the Yankees, the Red Sox, and Cleveland. And the National League will stop today. It would include the Cubs, Arizona, and Philadelphia are both tied. And right back behind them a game out of San Diego. So if it stopped today, be the Cubs, Arizona, and Philadelphia with San Diego, right, as we said, on their tail. Evan Carter yesterday, his 30, went 1 for 3, his 30th RBI of the season, drove in a run. So RBI single in the 5th inning by Evan, who's now got 30 RBIs on the year. He's very much warming up his bat. He's really playing well. Mike Yastrzemski homered and drove in 2. The Braves beat the Nationals to complete a rare 4-game sweep. Nationals have lost 5 straight, including being swept in a 4-game series for the first time this year, and the first time ever they've been swept in Atlanta. Matt Olson also homered for the Braves, first 4-game sweep since winning 4 at the Nationals in September of last year. So Braves are playing excellent baseball right now. Atlanta right-hander J.R. Ritchie recalled from from AAA Gwinnett. Right-hander Ronaldo Lopez on the 15-day injury list with left knee inflammation. So they lose Lopez and pick up Ritchie, and of course they picked up Tyler Mahle. And don't be surprised they'll get some more guys between now and 6 o'clock with the trade deadline. Your schedule for today. Everything under the lights. Nationals in Philadelphia. Cardinals taking on the Yankees at Yankee Stadium. Pittsburgh and Milwaukee. The Dodgers and the Cubs at Wrigley. San Francisco battling Texas in Texas tonight. Quantrill will go over the Rangers trying to snap that 5-game losing streak. Toronto at Houston. Tampa Bay will be at Colorado, and San Diego tonight at Arizona. Your regional teams, the Reds off tonight, opening up a homestand against the Athletics tomorrow. The Atlanta Braves home to Miami starting tomorrow night, and San Francisco will be game 2 tomorrow night against the Rangers in Texas. So there you go. So that's what's going on. Also, the Rays picked up Freddie Peralta from the Mets. Didn't tell you that one. And so that's a big shot in the arm for the Rays. Freddie Peralta has been a disappointment, to say the least, by his own admission, for the New York Mets. And so Freddie Peralta gets a new home, and sometimes that'll make a big change in a guy's performance for the year when he gets a new home and changes scenery. So Freddie Peralta goes from the Mets to the Rays. So right now, the 2 big ones, Tyler Mahle for the Braves, and also for the Braves, the other big move to help them out. They picked up outfielder Lane Thomas, which I think is a really good move. All right, quick break. Leslie's in the house. Randy's in the house. We'll be right back after this. We're live here again on the road. Again, don't forget we do have bingo tonight. B-I-N-G-O bingo here at 5:30. It's going to be fun, a lot of fun. And so it'll be coming up again tonight at 5:30. Bingo here at Chick-fil-A, open to everybody. Chick-fil-A here in Elizabeth.
This is Pastor Fallow, Pleasant Beach Baptist Church in Elizabethton, and we'd love to have you come be with us. You and your family be with us on Sunday. I'm standing here in the lobby at our visitors table, our welcome table, and there's packets made up with tells you a little more about the church and get acquainted card, and then also a mug and some things in there for you to take with you to remind you to pray for us. And we've got a place for you and your family. We want you to come. Our goal is for you to know the Lord Jesus Christ as your Savior. But beyond that, to find your purpose and contentment in life of knowing Him, walking with Him, and serving Him each day. And so we want you and your family to come be with us Sunday morning, Sunday night, or Wednesday night. We're looking forward to seeing you soon. You can find a little more information about us online at pleasantbeachbaptist.com.
Very simple. It happens every day. Tell us how we can do it.
Yeah, all you got to do is give us a call. We brought 2 yesterday, actually, but you just give us your name and your birthday and tell us where your prescriptions are at right now, and we'll call that pharmacy, get everything brought over. A lot of times people are nervous about moving because they're afraid something doesn't have refills or something can't be transferred. And when that's the case, we'll call those doctors, get you new prescriptions, and take care of everything, really. It's like the people, one of them we had transferred yesterday, said they'd been trying for about 3 days to get medicine refilled and just wasn't happening, and was frustrated and asked if we could do better, and called, got everything transferred. Took maybe 15 or 20 minutes, and we had to call the doctor on one, which waiting on doctors can sometimes be a little time consuming, but they got that called in, and by the afternoon we had everything ready for her.
There you go, folks.
So,
it's just that easy. If you're not happy where you're getting your prescriptions filled, come to the Lingerfield Drug Center. The phone number to call and talk to you about it is?
It's 423-542-2138.
There you go. One of our great sponsors right here of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Get your prescription changed to a mom-and-pop pharmacy that still cares about their people and still wants to give you 100% customer satisfaction. It's right here at Lingerfield Drug Center beside Carter County Bank in downtown Elizabethton. Proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Back in the Tom Taylor Sports Show, look who stopped by, our buddy Leslie in the house. Busy in here, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody getting that last minute Chick-fil-A.
Yep.
Or they have to go to school.
School starts Friday for the county and for Elizabethton City. Now, we got bingo today. Do you play bingo? Are you a bingo girl?
We do. We came and played once.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, we did. I can't remember if we won anything or not, but it was fun. Yeah, people like it.
So who's
Like
more
bingo.
competitive, you or Randy? I'm going to say you.
Oh, my gosh. We're both competitive.
I figure you would be.
Yeah, I mean, we are even competitive when we do our annual physicals to see who gets the better results.
Really?
Yeah.
So you go to the physicals, you try and get a better report than he does.
Results than he does, yep.
And so when you do, you rub it in, right?
Yes, but yes.
That would
My
be
blood pressure's better
yes,
than his.
Yes. That would mean yes. You rub it in. So you guys have a battle over your physicals. So I'm sure bingo was competitive if you get wound up over physicals.
Yep.
There you go. All right. So I don't know where to go with that one. So that's they get fuzzed up and wound up over physicals at bingo. So
Oh gosh.
So Molly does it, right? When she calls it out.
She did the time we came.
Yeah, she's your caller. Anyways, tonight at 5:30, it's open to everybody. And I understand it's pretty crowded in here at 5:30. I mean, there's a lot of folks coming in and play bingo.
We were shocked. There was like, I bet you there was 40, 45 people playing bingo.
That's awesome.
Yep.
So she's doing it tonight at 5:30. So it's not every night, but tonight there is. What's going on in Sycamore Shoals?
Oh, okay. Ranger Taylor Moorfield is going to be busy, it looks like. On August 15th, he's doing that Useful Plants of Appalachia hike, $5 a person. Not a problem on August 16th, on Sunday next week. He's going to teach you different knots that you might need to use for different things, and that's free. And then he's doing the pine gluing making workshop August 22nd. And that's a makeup from when it rained it out before. And you're going to learn how to make glue by using pine pitch.
I think it's awesome.
Yep. Yeah. And the cost of it's $20 a person, but it includes all your supplies. That's what they use to do canoes and stuff, the Cherokee. So, I mean, they would put the canoes together with the pine pitch.
With glue.
Yeah, pine pitch. Yeah.
That's why I like her coming on the show, because we just make the assumption. We go to Food City and get milk. We go get this, get Gorilla Glue. But back in the day, they didn't have any of that, obviously.
No, they repaired their canoes with the pine pitch. Yep.
So they had to improvise and had to figure out how to do things, everything from how to color their clothing with the different colors, how to make candles, how to do everything.
Yep.
And so this is how to make glue out of using pine trees, right? Pine tree glue?
Pine pitch, yep.
That's awesome.
And Taylor's going to show you how. Now, this is a good one. It comes every year. It sells out really fast. So it's $10 a person, but it's cemetery symbolism. And it's going to be in the Carter Mansion Graveyard. Chad Bogart does it. He's going to tell you what the symbolism on the headstones means about the person's life, and how you could go to an old cemetery yourself and tell maybe something about the people that have been buried there. It's real interesting. People think it's going to be spooky. It might end up being spooky. I don't know. But that's August 27th.
So the symbols on
the tombstones.
Represent
mean different things.
I didn't know that.
And Chad studied it, and he's going to give you the information on it. So it's really interesting.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then our big ones, Over Mountain Muster's coming up in September 19th and 20th. I found out for sure. Randy and I'll be a part of that. Randy will be in the militia. I'll be probably churning butter again. If we can talk them into it, they're going to make apple butter from scratch. So that kind of stuff. But then we cross the river on September 25th, always on the 25th. That's when they crossed originally. People coming down from Abingdon to join the muster to go across the mountain to take out Patrick Ferguson. They all mustered right there at the Shoals. And there were some that came down from Abingdon, some from Virginia, some came over from North Carolina, and about a little over 1,000 of them went across the mountain to take out Patrick Ferguson, one of the key battles in the Revolutionary War.
So how far was it from here to Kings Mountain? Do we know?
We'll have Randy look it up and let us know. I'm wanting to say 200 to 300 miles, but they did that on horseback and foot, carrying supplies, carrying powder, and they did it through snow and rain. It snowed and rained. When they went back and researched the weather for that period of time, it snowed and rained almost the whole time.
So there again, we have GPS and we have phones. I'm sitting right here with you. We're going to go to Kings Mountain over through there. I mean, there's maps, but I mean, there's certainly an opportunity to go get lost and go the wrong way and all kinds of stuff, right?
Well, they had some major trails that people that bartered and things like that followed, and like the Cherokee followed. Some of that was part of that, but yeah, they had to probably blaze part of it too. So yeah.
See you at Port Traps tomorrow. The Steins are gone. Like Elvis, they're leaving the building.
He's leaving the house.
Yep.
And then Death Comes to Sabine. That's coming up October 16th and 17th. Big one. Sells out. Is it spooky? You'll have to come find out.
Yep. Death Comes to Sabine Hill.
Yep. And then after that, we'll have the Colonial Harvest Celebration November 14th, 15th. That's a big one. And that's, once again, living on the frontier. All of those are free except for Death Comes to Sabine, and there's a small charge for that. This is a surprise. I don't know if y'all know David Browning or not.
Played Barney.
Played Barney Fife.
Yeah.
He's an amazing actor.
He is.
He, once again this year, is going to do 2 nights for us at Sabine Hill, one-man show, and he does like 12 characters from Dickens' Christmas Carol dressed out. And it sells out really fast. It probably won't go on sale till 1st of November or so, but he'll be doing that 1st of December, first week or two. We'll have to let you know the dates when they decide the dates for sure, but he's already said yes. So
back in the day, I don't know if he still does, back in the day, 25, 30 years ago, he played Barney, went around and was actually endorsed by the late Don Knotts. So this guy's really good. So.
Yep, that's how we met him. We came home when we were in Houston to visit parents and stuff, and for Randy's birthday, I had done the thing down at the park, River Ride. It wasn't River Riders then, it was Elizabethan Twins, and he was there that night. That's how we met him. But they're good friends now, so they golf together and all kinds of stuff.
Yep, he does a great job, David Browning. So
good guy.
All that's coming up.
All that's coming up.
Busy time at Sycamore Shoals. I love it.
And a lot of it free.
A lot. That's the best part. It's free.
Yep.
So the guy that you had a better physical with than he did is coming up next. That would be Randy's in the house, and he joins us next on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Then this young lady is Leslie Broccoli from Sycamore Shoals State Park.
Thank you.
Thank you, dear.
Thank you.
She's a sweetheart. Randy next on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Talking to our buddy Molly Hurley from Chick-fil-A. It's football time in Tennessee, the late John Ward would say. On a Friday night or a Saturday afternoon or even on Sunday to watch NFL, you can get your trays from Chick-fil-A. Tell us what we can get there.
Yes, you can. You can get nugget and strip trays, fruit, salad, mac and cheese. We've got cookies, brownies. We've got wraps and veggie wraps. And then we also have our sub sandwich trays that have our cold grilled chicken, lettuce, tomato. Those are really good. And if you're getting it for a Sunday for the NFL games, you can also get the nuggets and strips chilled, so that way we'll cool them down for you, give you reheat instructions, and you can pop them in the oven and have them ready for your party.
How do we order? How do we get them?
You can call the store at 423-297-1266, or you can go online or use your Chick-fil-A app to place an order online.
Any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton, 423-297-1266. Our buddy Molly Hurley, marketing lady from Chick-fil-A here in Elizabethton, proud sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports. Back on the Tom Doe Sports Show, Randy's here.
Good to be here.
So are you close enough? I guess, yeah, we are. There you go. Now we're getting a little close. We got to get a little
Doing
tighter.
all right, Tom.
Tighter on the screen here.
There you go.
We're here live again at Chick-fil-A in Elizabeth, and we're going to talk a little Major League Baseball. So the obvious, Drake Skubal goes from the Tigers to the Dodgers, and
should have been a law against that.
yeah. So now that's really people screaming we got to have a salary cap. And understandably so. Would you not agree?
I don't know about a salary cap, but the Dodgers are willing to spend the money. I saw where their luxury tax is $180 million or something like that, which is higher than half of the team's total payroll.
Yeah.
So, when you win the World Series 2 times in a row, cash is coming in, So
that rhymed. Did you make it rhyme? Or you just 2 times in a row, cash is coming in, So.
Absolutely. Oh, he gets the bell.
He's rolling today.
First bell.
He's rolling today.
My goodness.
So you look at the rotation now for the Dodgers. Some of them are injured. They're all coming back.
That's right.
Glass now, you got Snell, you got Otani, you got Robleski, you got Sheehan, you've got Yamamoto, you got Sasaki, Eric Lauer, who may be traded. Now you got Skubal. You got 8 or 9 guys that start.
What do you do? What do you do with all of them?
You play them.
Put them in the bullpen?
You play them.
Well, yeah, you got to play them.
Play them, but I mean, they're loaded. Now, some of the Snell and Glass now are coming back off injuries, but still. And so is Otani, but still.
They're good pitchers. Yeah. It's not like they're your 5th and 6th starter or whatever, 4th and 5th starter. They're quality pitchers.
It's frontline guys.
They are frontline guys.
They can
Absolutely.
do it.
Didn't both of them come from Tampa Bay?
They did.
So, what can you say? The rich get richer.
All right, so the Braves pick up Tyler Mahle, pitcher, and outfielder Lane Thomas right now. You okay with that? You all right with Tyler Mahle? I don't think that's a big deal. That doesn't wow me, but for some reason.
I mean, I guess they felt like they needed another bat or something, and I mean, he's okay, but I'm with you on that. I didn't see you sort of expected a little bit more. Of course, we still got 5 hours left or so, 5.5 hours, and something could happen. But I think most of the trades are probably over. You may have one last second blockbuster or something, but there was probably a couple of teams you expected more out of. I probably expected more, like you said, out of the Braves, because they need it. If you're going to be fighting, Phillies made a couple of good moves.
They did make.
Got him a bat and got him a pitcher, I think. So, you probably expected the Braves to make a little stronger play somewhere to try to keep up a little bit. You expect Baltimore maybe to make a move or two, but they really haven't done anything. Yankees did okay. They still need more bats. They're just hurting as far as scoring runs are concerned. They need more bats, but I'm sure they're counting on at some point Bellinger being back, Judge being back, and Stanton being back. So, if you get one more bat in that lineup, then of course, we could talk about Yankees all day, but we'll go on to other things.
But we're not.
We're not. The host will not let me.
Well, so Freddie Peralta goes from the Mets to the Rays. Luis Castillo comes from the Mariners to the White Sox. You have Arraez, I think that's how you say it. Today got picked up by the Phillies from the Giants.
Blue Jays got Soriano today. That's a good pickup.
Yep.
That's a good pick. They unloaded Gosman, who had some good years. 2 or 3 time All-Star, but he's 37, 38, whatever the case may be, and he's sort of had an up and down year, and so you get younger with a pretty good quality pitcher to go with their other youngster. Yesage. Is that his name?
Mm-hmm.
Yesage?
Yep.
So, that gives them a good number 2 starter, in my opinion.
Cubs pick up Gosman. I think it's a pretty big pickup for the Cubbies.
Well, pitching has been a concern for them, even though they held the vaunted Yankee offense to 5 runs in 3 games, even though the Yankees won 2 out of 3. But pitching's probably was their biggest concern. Good bats, but needs some pitching.
So while you're talking about that, let me double check one more time, see if anything's happened since I checked at the top of the hour. They have until 6 o'clock to make a move, trade deadline. Let's see.
Nothing on MLB.
Let's see here. Anything else? I'm looking under ESPN.
Now, they did have their list of players to keep an eye on. Of course, the Rangers are in a selling market right now, if you can believe that.
So the Blue Jays pick up Jose Soriano, as we said, from the Angels, and they send 3 prospects to L.A., so the Blue Jays get a right-hander, and Jose Soriano. That's a pretty good shot for them.
That is.
But the Blue Jays aren't going anywhere.
Blue Jays are not going anywhere. And
I'm trying to think of their...
Again, you're getting younger. I can see making the move. You're getting younger. You're getting an older player who I think is... he's a free... Gausman's a free agent at the end of the year.
Blue Jays are 4.5 out for a wild card spot. So, they're on the outside looking in. So there is a shot they can get to the playoffs. But, so anyway, they unloaded, who did I just say? Jose Soriano to the Angels, unloaded him.
Yeah, Angels. There's too many things going on in one day, 1 or 2 days. It's hard to keep track. But, you got your 5 or 6 probably headliner, type trades, like you said, Guzman, Arias, or whatever pronunciation is. White Sox got him a pretty good reliever, but he's 36. But 2.56 ERA, and the Sox have sort of stretched out their lead just a little bit. So, that meets a need for them, I guess. Garcia for the Yankees. Like you said, Braves didn't. They got that one pitcher.
That's about it.
5.
But they're not done. You have until 6 o'clock. So they pick up
That's right.
Tyler Mahle, as we said, from the Giants. Now the standings in the East, Tampa Bay leads your Yankees by 2.5, but Red Sox are there, buddy. They've cut it to 5. They've won 8 out of 10.
I know. I hate to give them credit, but like you said, 8 out of 10, and I didn't look it up, but they've got to be 20 out of the last 25 or something like that. It seems like, because they were at one time 12 to 14 games below 500, if I recall.
The impressive stat,
2.5 games behind the Yankees for second.
The impressive stat for Boston's their road record. They're 35 and 22 away from Fenway. So in the Central, you got the White Sox leading Cleveland by 3. The Guardians have lost 7 out of 10.
They have.
And the Twins are hanging.
Twins are hanging around. But once again, you got to give the White Sox credit. They split with the Yankees over last week, 2-2 in a 4-game series. Of course, the 2 games were extra inning games, but they won both of those. 1-8. 1-8 for the Yankees, extra innings.
1-8?
1-8.
Wow.
Worst team since they've gone to the new system. Worst team in baseball in extra inning games.
That's an interesting
They just
stat.
can't score. Can't score. It's just all home runs.
In the West, American League West will move away from the Yankees.
Yeah, again.
So you got Mr. Baseball. You talked about the Reds all the time. So this guy's team is the Yankees. In the West, Houston, 2.5 better than Texas. Rangers have lost 5 in a row, 6 out of 10. Evan Carter got his 30th RBI last night. So he continues to he's got a hot stick since July the 10th. He's really coming off the injury list. You have Seattle 3 games back. So you have Houston, Texas 2.5 back, Seattle 3 games back. Pretty competitive division.
Well, last week the Astros, of course, I think, didn't they sweep Texas? Let's
they did.
See here.
They swept them.
But
sure
let's see, somewhere I got it. Last week, the Rangers were a game and a half up on the Mariners, 2 games up. That's the last Monday, a week ago. 2 games up on the Astros, and now the Astros having a 2.5 game lead on the Rangers and 3 games on the Mariners. That's a pretty good week.
Topsy-turvy division right now.
That's a pretty good week. But, at least in the American League, you have some competitive races. National League sort of seems over as far as the division winners. And wild card is really up for grab. But at least in American League, you've got some drama to play out over the next couple of months. So that'll be fun to watch.
Braves lead the Phillies by 8 games.
Yep. Tough week for the Phillies.
Miami 9.5. They're only a game and a half back. So the Marlins are hanging right there.
They're hanging right there. Decent week, that little stretch where they lost 9 or 10, 12 in a row, whatever it was. But they've regrouped.
And they will open up a series tomorrow night in Atlanta. So they're going to try and catch the big dog. They'll play them head to head.
Good week for Atlanta. They had the Marlins and then the Yankees.
Then in the center, you just can't let it go, can you? It's the Yankees.
That's exactly right.
Yeah,
exactly right.
They got them in Atlanta or New York.
I almost wore my hat today.
Don't do that. So
it's black.
I don't care.
Blue, dark blue.
You can wear whatever you want to wear. They got the Yankees in Atlanta or in Yankee Stadium?
Yankee Stadium.
This weekend? Okay. In the Central, Milwaukee leads the Cubs by 6.5. 2-horse race there, as Randy said. Not much excitement in the divisional races. And then the Dodgers are 36-20 away from Dodger Stadium, and they lead that division by 10 full games.
But the Diamondbacks picked up 2 games
they did
in the column this week.
So you stopped the wild card and play today. You got the Yankees, Boston, and Cleveland in the American League. 2 out of the 3 out of the American League East, obviously. In the National League, you have the Cubs, Arizona, and Philadelphia, which is interesting. The Padres are right there, too.
You've got, let's see, Cubs are in. You sort of have to figure the Cubs are in.
Mm-hmm.
But then after that, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 teams for second and third spot, and that's 8 teams within 5.5 games. I mean, which sounds a lot, but you still have 45 games or so left in
thereabouts, yeah,
in the season, and all it takes is getting hot for a week and a half, and you're right back in it.
Rest of August, all of September, then the playoffs start.
And then the playoffs start. But American League, you've got really just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 or 7 teams fighting for that one last spot. Yankees, Red Sox probably in. It's going to be a good battle for one spot.
Mm-hmm.
One spot. Be interesting to watch.
Yep. In both leagues. Yep. So if you were sitting here today on August 3rd saying next year we won't play baseball, what do you think?
Oh, they'll play baseball. It may be in middle of June, like it was back several years ago. But I just don't see it. I don't see it. And I don't. You would think with the time frame between now and the start of next season, they could work out a deal. I mean, that's a lot of time to work out a deal, but I'm sure the sides are far apart on, what's the salary cap going to, just different issues. Owners want to make the money, and players want to make the money.
Sure, and I get that on both sides. So the contract runs out December the 1st. So. Nothing in place but then they start talking shutdown, lockdown, all that. So
hate to see it.
My man Randy's in the house. So
well, Tom, this time next week,
yeah,
we'll see if the Astros are still hanging on, because that division has been up and down, all year.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll keep an eye on that and see how well the Red Sox keep playing. Those are the things to me to look forward to. Who's going to take over American League West? Can the White Sox even continue? They've proven everybody wrong so far.
Me included.
Yeah,
so.
They won 2 out of 3 this weekend, I believe. If I'm not mistaken. I can't remember who they played, but it was a playoff caliber team. So
enjoy your lunch. It's sitting over there.
We will. Good to see you, Tom.
We'll take a break. It's a pretty cool story. That man sitting right there just came off Mount Kilimanjaro last week.
Did he really?
He went and hiked it, went to the top, him and his dad.
Oh, my goodness, and
brother.
Survived it. Yes, sir.
He joins us next on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Tom Taylor Sports Show. A lot of jewelry stores. Why should we trade any time of the year at the Jewelers Bench?
Well, because you get customer service. We're there to help and with anything you need. You get personal service anytime that you need to talk to the jeweler. he's there to talk, and we treat you like family.
Yep. You're not just another person coming in. You actually take interest in these people.
We do.
Yep.
We do, and it means a lot.
Absolutely. And you're typically open 6 days a week.
Yes.
And so 7 days you're closed to be the Lord's Day. So how do we find you on Facebook?
So we're Jewelers Bench on Facebook and Instagram, and then we have a website, jewelersbenchtn.com.
And the magic phone number, just to call them.
Is 423-542-5600.
Call them anytime. They're there, and you'll get a live body.
Yep.
Great sponsor of the Tom Bailey Sports Show and Cyclone Sports, the great folks at the Jewelers Bench in Elizabethton. Back in the Tom Bailey Sports Show, this is a really cool story. He'd been gone, and I asked his mom, I said, they're in Africa. I said, they're in Africa? Yeah, they went up Mount Kilimanjaro, right?
Yes, sir.
That's pretty cool. Tell everybody who you are.
I'm John Ingram.
John Ingram. How old are you, John Ingram?
21.
21 years old. How old's Andrew?
19.
We're not going to ask about your dad, but so Papa Bear and the 2 bear cubs went and scaled and hiked up to the top of Mount Kilimanjaro.
That's right.
So what made you, and they live here, of course, so what made you get a wild hair to go hike Mount Kilimanjaro?
Well, my dad had been saying for a while that when he turned 55, he was going to do something big like that. And then about a year ago, he kind of just told me and my brother that we're going.
We're going.
Yep.
And we did.
And here we are. We did it.
So how did you train, I guess? You just didn't take off. You had to do some training to go up mountains, didn't you?
We hiked a little bit. We really probably should have trained a little more, but me and Dad, we went and hiked up Roan Mountain a couple times, and then that's really all we did.
Yeah. Hiked Roan Mountain a couple of times and said, so you flew from here to where?
We drove up to Dulles, up in D.C.
D.C.
And then we flew to Dubai.
Okay.
And then we flew.
What's Dubai? What's
UAE, United Arab Emirates.
Okay.
It's the capital. It's a real fancy city.
Oh, Dubai. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
Okay. Flew to Dubai, and then from there you went.
We flew down to Dar es Salaam, the capital of Tanzania.
Mm-hmm.
And then we took a regional flight from there to the Kilimanjaro.
Yeah. So did you fly over Kilimanjaro when you? Okay, you didn't fly over it. So when you got there, and you look up, go, wow, we're gonna go up, we're gonna climb that.
Well, it took us a couple days. It was too cloudy for us to be able to see the top.
Really?
We had to hike about 2 days before we could see the top of where we were going.
So this is when you say hike, you're talking like 2 or 3 hours or all day?
We hiked on average about 5 miles a day.
5 miles a day.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So you started the base of Kilimanjaro.
Yes, sir.
When you were down there, the temperature and the weather was what?
It was about 60, 65 degrees
Yeah.
at the bottom. Mhm.
So as you start going up, how high is it, by the way?
It's 19,340 feet to the peak.
So how does it, 19,340 feet? How does that compare to maybe Roan Mountain or Grandfather Mountain?
I think Roan Mountain's about 6,000 feet.
Oh, okay. So
Maybe
it's
6,400.
So it's 3 times Roan Mountain.
Just about.
Okay. Now I'm getting a sense of what we're doing here. All right. So you start hiking. You backpack with everything on your backs, correct?
Well, we had porters. You have to hire porters, so they carry food and our tents, actually, and we just carried what we needed
Right.
for the day.
But these guys like mules, they carry everything for you, right?
People carried them,
Oh, people.
and they were
But I mean,
fast,
But
but we didn't have to carry too much.
right, but in essence, they're your mules. They kind of
Yes.
carried everything for you. Gotcha. So you camped at night in tents, correct?
That's right.
All right. So you started at the bottom, Mount Kilimanjaro, and you got how far up the first day?
We started at 6,000 feet, so we started about the top of Roan Mountain was our day one, and then we hiked to about 9,300 feet the first day.
Wow. And then you went on up. So by the time you got to the top of Mount Kilimanjaro, 19,340 feet, what was the weather like up there?
Cold and windy. It was about 5 degrees.
5
at the top.
degrees.
Mhm.
Wow. So you got your phone with you?
Yeah, I got some photos.
I want to show. This is really cool. I go to church with him, and so I said, "Where you been?" He said, "Been to Africa." I said, "Huh?" So show me the one where you guys, all three of you, at the sign. There you go. This is really cool. I'm gonna put it up there and show you. There they are. They're at the top of Mount Kilimanjaro, and it's 5 degrees. That's your brother and your dad.
Mhm.
So, did you see? I don't think you saw any lions or bears at 5 degrees on the top, but did you see animals at the bottom?
We saw some monkeys at the hotel, and then on the way down, we had to hike through the rainforest. We saw a couple wild monkeys down there.
Wild monkeys, no lions, no lions.
Fortunately not.
No elephants, no giraffes, like that. Okay. So, because this wasn't a safari, you went over specifically to climb the mountain.
Just to climb the mountains while we went.
All right. So, what does one eat when you go? You have those little bars, or I mean, you actually cook?
Well, we were spoiled. They had a team of cooks up there, and they made sure that eating's a big deal. You kind of lose your appetite the higher up you go.
Really?
And so, before we summited, they made you eat. You really didn't have an appetite, but they'd cook chicken, and we had soup at every meal, and they'd make vegetables and fruit.
So what did it do to your body? I mean, you leave, you start again. It's 3 Roan Mountains stacked on top of each other, go 19,000 feet. How did you're a young man, you're in good shape, but still, I'm sure it affected your body in some way. How did it affect it?
Well, the loss of appetite was what I noticed first, but people get a lot of nauseous. A lot of people are getting headaches. We did health checks every night where they would check your oxygen level in your blood, and the higher up you went, the lower it'd get.
It's interesting. So, would you do it again?
Maybe later.
Later? Yeah. So, do you feel the effects now? Come back here?
As soon as they said some people get real sick, and they had helicopter pads at every camp, and people that got too sick, we would hear the helicopters coming in and having to take people down because they got too sick from the altitude.
So you weren't the only people doing this.
There was a lot of groups up there.
A lot of groups up there walking and hiking?
Yes, sir.
So what was it like to go up the mountain? I mean, was it like ropes, or was there a path, or you had to?
Most of it was path. We had 1 or 2 days where we had some technical climbing. Kind of had to climb up a little rock wall every now and then.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Nothing crazy.
So it wasn't like you're on the ropes on the side of a cliff or anything like
no
that?
ropes or anything. No.
That'd give me the willies just talking about it. So anyway, he went to Mount Kilimanjaro in Africa, and was the flights, everything okay with the flights?
Flights were good. That was the longest. I've never flown internationally like that before. That was a 14. We had about 30 hours of travel each way.
Whew.
So I'm good not flying for a while.
I would think you've had your fill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But everything was okay? Security checks and all that? Wasn't any problems?
Everything went real good. Mm-hmm.
It's awesome. So he and his dad and his brother flew. Of course, we go to church together at Pleasant Beach, but flew and hiked and hit the top of Mount Kilimanjaro. So, I mean, I know it's a goofy question, but how did you feel? I mean, I showed the picture. How did you feel when you got up there?
It felt like an accomplishment. It was, I'd say it was just as much a mental battle as it was physical. We were tired. We hiked all night to get up to the summit. So everybody was worn out and tired.
So you hiked through the night?
We got up at 10 p.m. They made us eat breakfast. You could see up the side of the mountain, headlights, little headlamps was all you could see walking up that mountain.
Wow. You got to the top, took the picture. Now, did they fly you back? You have to come back down?
We had to walk back down. Walking back down was almost just as hard as climbing to the top.
Oh, really?
It was real loose gravel.
Mm.
You just kind of had to
slide down a lot. Yeah. Roll your ankle or something like that, maybe. So that's awesome. So you guys had on a 1 to 10, 1 being awful, 10 being a 10, how would you rate it?
I'd say it was a 10.
10 all the way?
It was a really fun trip.
Now you go back to college when?
2 weeks.
2 weeks? Going back to the land of the Tigers?
That's right.
Clemson University. He's a Clemson guy. So that's awesome. So he and his dad and his brother, and your dad ran into what? He got hiker's fatigue, what'd you call it?
Yeah, Dad and Andrew got altitude sickness.
Yeah.
They were feeling real nauseous, but they were real tough, and they finished it.
But you're the toughest of the tough, aren't you? The tough guy.
You said it, not me.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not going to, yes. I'm not going to say it to your dad, so I can say it here, and he's not here. That's cool. So you guys went and hiked and hit to the top of Mount Kilimanjaro. Mm-hmm. So that's awesome. Good stuff. You saw monkeys. The wild monkeys, they bother you?
Mm-hmm. No, they were throwing, they had a section roped off because they would throw down avocados, and they threw them hard.
Did they really?
The avocados would bust right as soon as they hit the ground.
So the monkeys would throw avocados at you. Okay, there you go. Probably wouldn't say it around here in Carter County much. Monkeys throwing avocados at you. That's awesome. All right, man, get you some lunch. That's great. Anything you want to leave us with that I didn't say, ask you about?
I just say if you get the opportunity to, it was a really cool experience. I would recommend it to anybody.
Yeah. So So what's next? Your dad's a daredevil. What's he got? What's next
I
plan?
don't know. I'm not sure what he's got for his 60th birthday coming up. I guess it's a surprise.
Surprise!
We'll
You got
see.
a couple of years.
Mhm.
What did your mother say about this when you said we're going to go to Africa and go up the mountain? She think you were nuts?
It's pretty worrisome.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
We kept her updated.
Yeah. Did you have cell phone service up there?
Sometimes.
Okay. It was hit and miss.
Mm.
All right. Get you some lunch, man. That's awesome.
All right.
That's cool. Again, he is, one more time, our buddy John Ingram from right here in Elizabethton, and went and scaled and went to the top of Mount Kilimanjaro last week. It's a pretty cool trip. So, hey, quick break. We'll be right back. Sean Whitten joins us next. Head football coach of the Cyclones on the Tom Taylor Sports. Why shop at the Jeweler's Bench?
Because we're a hometown store with full service, expertise. We offer everything from custom design to watch batteries to ring sizing to jewelry repair. Everything's done under one roof.
One stop. You have watches, you have pearls, you have E. Newtons, you have Pandora, you have the Naked Bee lotion line, if you will. You have something truly for everybody, correct?
We do, yes.
Talk about kids' jewelry. Talk about it real quick.
Yeah, we have earrings, bracelets, a few rings, and the kids' stuff.
Yep.
So, I mean, you can spend anywhere from $5 up to however much you want to spend.
Yep.
We've got a good range.
How do we find you on social media?
Facebook and Instagram
How do we find you on the telephone? The number is?
is 423-542-5600.
And the hours you are open?
Is Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 6, and on Saturdays, 9:30 to 4.
Springtime, summertime, anytime's a good time to shop at the Jeweler's Bench in Elizabethton, proud sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports at the Jeweler's Bench. Talking to our buddy Molly Hurley from Chick-fil-A. It's football time in Tennessee, the late John Ward would say. On a Friday night or a Saturday afternoon or even on Sunday to watch NFL, you can get your trays from Chick-fil-A. Tell us what we can get,
Yes,
dear.
you can. You can get nugget and strip trays, fruit, salad, mac and cheese. We've got cookies, brownies. We've got wraps and veggie wraps. And then we also have our sub sandwich trays that have our cold grilled chicken, lettuce, tomato. Those are really good. And if you're getting it for a Sunday for the NFL games, you can also get the nuggets and strips chilled, so that way we'll cool them down for you, give you reheat instructions, and you can pop them in the oven and have them ready for your party.
How do we order? How do we get them?
You can call the store at 423-297-1266, or you can go online or use your Chick-fil-A app to place an order online.
Any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton, 423-297-1266. Our buddy Molly Hurley, marketing lady from Chick-fil-A here in Elizabethton, proud sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports. back in the Tom Dog Sports Show. So the guy right before you hiked to the top of Mount Kilimanjaro. I said, well, how tall is he? So you take Roan Mountain at 6,000 feet. Kilimanjaro is 19,000, so it's 3 times that. And I thought, wow, I think I'm going to stay right here. I don't think I'm going to go over there. You?
No, it's pretty tough.
I said, you see animals? They had some wild monkeys that would throw avocados at them and try to hit them when they were going up to the mountain. I thought, that's interesting. So, but that was then. We're going to jump and talk football. Saturday had a really cool thing. I don't know how many schools do this, but it was a really cool thing to unite the team with a dinner. Tell us about that.
Yeah, we started doing last year. We did a preseason kickoff dinner. You know, throughout the course of the years, our seasons, we've done Meet the Cyclones in several different ways. We've kind of changed the way we've done that the last several years. So it's kind of a preseason kickoff to end our summer football camp, heading into the afternoons. Kind of getting ready for school start. So kind of ends what we do. We have all the families, girlfriends, aunts, uncles, grandparents. We have a dinner at the stadium, a 50-yard line under the lights. Kind of really ties in everything that we've done to this point, the off-season workouts, spring practice, summer work, getting ready for a special season. So, it really just lets the families know how much we care about them, and then what we've done to this point, and what's expected moving forward. And so, you win with people, you win with communication, you win with letting them know that if there's a problem, a concern, an issue, that we're approachable, we're available. We're here to help. We're on the same team. We're trying to pull in one direction, be one. But also, that these guys got to be made of more. 4A is really tough. Our opponents are very tough. Our schedule's tough. So these guys got to be willing to dig deep, and bring more to the table. So undersized linebackers, undersized linemen, whatever it may be, they got to be made of more, to go out there and put up a fight of grit, toughness, those sort of things. But, we have the food catered out on the 50. Thankfully, the weather's cooperated with us, especially in the month of July. We had a lot of rain, but it was a cool evening, had music playing, some games for the players to play, and just a special evening to kind of get us ready for the season.
I don't know of any other school, and there may be out there, that pours into their kids like these guys do at Elizabeth, and that's why I love calling their games. But, I mean, last 2 years ago, you took them to wetlands, took them swimming.
Yeah.
So now you do the dinners, you meet the Cyclones, you're doing stuff with these guys. I mean, they don't want for anything. I mean, the community, when they need something to equip them the best equipment possible, I mean, you go get it, and these kids, so they're loved on. Now, I've been to practice. It's demanding, but that's why we have 2 state championships and a state runner-up. I mean, you can't be that way, without instruction and the attention to details you always talk about. So I applaud these guys, and I say guys, the coaching staff, what they do. And so they're with them all the time. I know the other night I texted Ryan. He said, head ball coach is working Bryson Rollins out. I guess it was a couple of last week or whatever. So the guys are coming back in town. He works with them. He works with our current kids. So I just applaud you all for what you do, because these youngins, I mean, it's pretty cool stuff. It was a big turnout too, wasn't it?
Yeah, we had a great turnout. I mean, way more than we expected. Had to go back in and get more tables and chairs. But, that's really what it's about. It's, football team's like a family. You got more kids, more players, and there's a greater responsibility as a coach, because you're trying to reach every player. But you got 60 plus. You got to, you want to make sure that and let the parents know, because a lot of times they're not at practice, or they're not available, or they're not around. But let them know that there's not one position that's greater than the other. There's not one player that's lesser or more than the other. That we're all in this thing together. That the JV games are just as important as Friday night. And there may be a kid that plays receiver on Friday night, and he may play running back on Monday night. He may play linebacker on Friday night, and he may play H-back tight end on the next, whatever, the next night. So, we're going to help these guys, work with them. We make ourselves available. And on top of that, we got a lot of new faces and new guys. So, to really try to blend those families in there, let them know what we're about. And it's just all about a clear communication of, it's one team, it's one goal, it's one purpose. Here's what we're trying to do. And so, it's bigger than football. It's about relationships, and we want our guys to kind of understand that and kind of blend in together to be one.
82 was in town last week, I understand. So he had a chance to see Big Daddy's Ryder Center athletic performance. What was his impression?
He was super excited. He had saw it before, but didn't see the inside when we had all the weight room equipment. He brought his boy in, his girls in, and so just to kind of really see that is really cool. Because he's been all over. He's seen a lot of good places, but for here, it's pretty dang special, And so, that was exciting. And then you got a chance to see and visit. He was here for the Meet the Cyclones and was around for a couple of days. And then, his boy that's going to be a rising senior. He's committed to Oklahoma, and so we had a chance to, just get a good perspective of what he saw and what he thought, and he was able to kind of see us practice a little bit and be around the guys. And so, that's always just an opportunity for him to come back and just get a different side of it, him being in town. So, he thought it, at Meet the Cyclones with all the cheerleaders, the youth, the middle school, high school, how it's one big team. He thought that was pretty special.
It was a great night. So, hello, Kerry Reed. How you doing? So, had a story earlier that they've got the National Association for Trainers have come out, not so much here, but across the country in the South, Alabama, Mississippi, Florida, Georgia, where the heat is so intensive right now with the heat index. They have asked that the coaches water them even more, particularly the linemen, because they said that's where a lot of the problems comes, because the linemen get heat exhaustion, heat stroke. So I'm saying all that to say that Amethyst, Crawford, and you guys, you stop all the time with water, don't you?
Yeah, we do. They get a water break every 10, 15 minutes. Now that we're shifting afternoon, it's more important because of the heat, the humidity, the hydration. It's key, and we try to supply them with the Propel packets, the liquid IV, the packets after practice. We've gotten Ingles over there has gotten us pallets of water, to make sure we're stocked up and supplied there. Our touchdown gloves do a good job of making sure we're replenishing afterwards, Gatorade packets like we mentioned. But that's a big thing, taking their necessary precaution and pushing them and challenging them, but also making sure that they understand that taking care of their body is the number one priority. And we also got hydration centers out there. We've got cold tubs with the water already in there. We've got ice towels they can go on the back of their neck, and all that makes good. And then we got that water cow that we push out there. We also fill it up sometimes with Gatorade, so when they go over and drink water, they may put it on their head, their neck, their face, down their shoulder pads. But, Gatorade just gets them the electrolytes that they need to kind of push through to complete practice.
From what Ryan told me, we did very, very well down there.
Yeah, it was great scrimmage, obviously playing good competition. There's good size, good speed, and we've scrimmaged them for the last decade. It's always been a good scrimmage for us at middle school level, and they've got a deep team. We've got a deep team, so the varsity JV both can get a lot of reps. And so, it's always great to see great competition, and their season kicks off in a week or so. And so, but yeah, they played well and got a lot of kids in and did a lot of great things.
So, are we in full pads now?
Yeah, we're in full pads. We've completed last week was the first week. Friday was the first day you could scrimmage. We didn't have a scrimmage, so we're in week 2. Our scrimmagers are coming up here this week and the next week.
So we'll go to Jeff County on Friday. So I'm always trying to educate folks out there. We had 7-on-7. Of course, the season starts in 18 days against Science Hill. So what is the goal? You got 3 scrimmages. We got, of course, Jeff County, T.C. Roberson, and Asheville. Then we have Daniel Boone at home. So I know this is a goofy question. For those out there trying to learn the game, what are the objectives of a preseason scrimmage?
One, is to kind of put guys in situations that they've not been exposed to and see how they're going to really respond. 2, it's you're not really trying to do anything special. You're just trying to get game-like situations, get them to see the speed, the intensity. You always want to go against guys that bring that to you. Mm-hmm. Things that you can't really see in practice, maybe a size and a position, the speed, the tempo that other teams maybe play at. And then, whenever you go against Jeff County, it's a 6A school, and you're trying to get scrimmage against people where you can get the young guys in too. You want to be able to maximize that. So it's not just throwing guys in there and seeing if they can sink or swim. It's putting them in situations to try to dress it for success. And then at times, you want to see how they're going to handle adversity, So, but that's, some of the scrimmages you'll play, you may run a certain amount of number of plays and then switch it. Some situations may be game-like situations. Others, we may do a little bit of a half practice, half scrimmage. So you kind of do some situations where, you may do some goal line red zone situations. You may do, us coming out of the end zone, and just kind of create situations to put them in there where they got to kind of think about what they got to do. And then, anytime you got a lot of young guys or new guys, so you want to get them ready as much as possible before your first game.
So you'll stop and teach and instruct. Yeah. I mean, it's game like to a point, but they want to stop. Both teams say, okay, you got to fix this, let's do this or whatever. And so I know Tia Duggar will have a scrimmage here against Boone on Thursday. They start a week from Thursday. We'll start our coverage against Sullivan Central. We'll stream all the home games. Some of the road games, we get into the stadiums, will let us do it. So, but we're very excited about that. And so Friday, we load up on the wagons, as Dub calls them, the yellow, what do you call it, the school bus? The yellow cheese wagon, which I don't know what that meant, but he said, we got on the school bus and went to Anderson County. You'll go down to Jeff County, and so it'll be down there. It's typically a big physical bunch of farm boy football team. Be a good test for us.
Yeah, I mean, Spencer Riley's taken over there the last several years, done a great job. I mean, definitely a round 2, round 3 playoff type team. But, big nose tackles, good running back, solid quarterback. I mean, you really want to go against that. It kind of, it's a lot like we're going to see on August the 21st and kind of get you ready for that. So, the next scrimmage we got against TC Robeson, and, it's a lot of speed, athleticism, something we can't really see all the time in practice. And then, obviously we scrimmage, Union, Virginia, which we scrimmaged them for decades, but, obviously they got a new coach this year, so we're excited about that. But, I think our guys are ready as long as we can stay healthy and coming out of there, and get them as much live reps as possible. And, try to create some depth. We need a lot of guys that can help us play a lot of positions, and we got a lot of new faces. Put the quarterbacks in situations that see what kind of decisions they're going to make, and you learn from it. You teach it off the film, and you come back home and you go through some things where they can see themselves at work for the first time, and you kind of learn and coach from that.
It's not where we say this every sports season. It's not where you are. And of course, Lucas Honeycutt made a prime point of this last year where they bounced around and all of a sudden they caught fire, won the district tournament championship in hoops. So it's not where you are in August with the scrimmage, where you are in November playing, and ultimately December playing for a state championship. So you run the risk of getting hurt at scrimmage. But, somebody asked me that the other day. I said, they can come out here and step off that curb and roll an ankle. I mean, you can't – you got to go out there and play. You can't worry about getting hurt. So – am I right?
Yeah, I mean that you guys can get hurt in practice too.
Sure.
I mean
absolutely.
We caught a thud in practice, where they kind of wrap up. Nobody really kind of goes to the ground, but you still got to simulate it at times. Some contact, some physicality, and you can't just block and hit dummies all the time. You got to fit on people and get your hands on the shoulder pads, and that we wear those guardian caps to try to take more precaution. And our practice schedule, you got to be on and off. And, back in the summer, there's no more such thing as a 2-a-day anymore. So, you got to deviate from that. But, you got to kind of make sure that you're still being physicality and sound and discipline and fundamentally. So, and how to use those things. So, especially in the box, in the trenches, it's a physical contest. And so, we've got some undersized linemen, undersized linebackers, but that's really what Elizabethton's always been and what we've been about. And, and we've got to see if those guys can rise to the occasion.
So last question before I let you go. We're talking opposite Coach Whitten. We're here at Chick-fil-A. Don't forget there's bingo tonight at 5:30 here at the store. So it's early and it's preseason, but right now, what you feel about the team? Feel good?
Well, we're learning. I mean, we got guys are learning the system and learning how to play the game. And that's obviously big. Creating depth, is obviously an issue for not just us, it's for everybody. And, can you stay physically enough to where you can create the depth and guys not stay banged up and having to push through things. But we got to do a good job of taking care of our players and put them in good situations. And it becomes we feel like we're in a good spot, but you're gonna learn a lot about yourselves, and first time seeing on film. And we've showed them a lot of film and things we've done in the past and what it's supposed to look like. But there's got to be a competitive edge, to when you go turn it loose when the lights come on. And so, we've got a couple days ahead of us that allow us to do that, and we're going to learn a lot about ourselves, in those situations. So whether good, bad, or whatever, football's about the next play. You got to teach them the next play mentality, how to let the last play go. One mistake can't lead to another mistake. And then football's all about situations too. You can turn over the ball, or they go down the field and score. We got to respond, or what we throw an interception. What's the quarterback's response going to be? He's got to go back there and do it again. So there's a lot of things you learn from. They teach you, but ultimately, football it's a collective of a group. It's about everybody having the same agenda. Egos can be involved. There's one-on-one edges, matches every position, but collectively 11 people got to be on the same, pulling in the same direction in order to be your best. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get our guys to be the best version of themselves and challenge themselves. And that's why they've showed up and done all the work. And we're getting, each day from here on out, we're getting closer and closer to where we need to be.
So make sure I get it right. So Thursday, T. Duggar scrimmages Daniel Boone here at the stadium. I think it's 6 or 7. I think Ryan told me 6 or 7. Friday, the big boys go to Jeff County at 6. Monday, week from today, we go to TC Rovers in Asheville. All right? And we come back next Thursday a week and scrimmage Union, Virginia.
Yep.
And then that's it.
Yep, that's it.
Then it's showtime.
Yeah.
It's hammer time.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's exciting. So see you next week. Thanks
yes,
for coming
sir.
by.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Go Cyclones. Yep. Appreciate them coming by. So they'll start afternoon practice today. They'll shift from – because school starts on Fridays, they're going to shift from the morning practices now to the traditional afternoon practices and get ready for – our house is ready for football. Yeah, we are too. So we're ready. We're jacked up. So probably go down and watch some of it on Friday. Want to see how our quarterbacks do, our running back, just the whole team. Because Jeff County, typically, I don't know what they are this year. I haven't checked them out. Typically, they're big. Well, he just told me they're big. They're big, and they've got a big time running back and physical running back, and quarterback is a returner. So they got some experience at quarterback for Jeff County. So we'll see down there on Friday night at 6. What they look like down at Dumpling Valleys where they play, of course, Dandridge. And so we'll be there. Check that out. And then a week from today, they'll go to Asheville to TC Roberson. And then next Thursday, a week, they'll wrap up the preseason scrimmages at home against Union, Virginia. Last year, they had 2 homes and 1 on the road. So this year, I think it's the way it was. This year, just have the 1 home scrimmage for the varsity. And then, as we said, Tia Duggar scrimmages Daniel Boone, their final tune-up. They'll do that again on Thursday over my shoulder here at the stadium. So that's what's going on with Cyclone football. The countdown is right there. 18 days, 5 hours, and 54 minutes. It will be here before you know it. Seemed like the other day it was 100 to countdown, and here we are down to inside. It'll be 2 weeks from Friday night. Quick break. We'll be right back. We'll come back and wrap it up right after this from one of our great sponsors, our buddy Justin and the gang at Physical Therapy Services on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Therapy Services, great sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Why Physical Therapy Services? A lot of folks out there that do what you do. Why PTS?
Nobody does it the way that we do it. There are other people out there that say that they are, and I want to air quote, sports PTs. There's no one out there that is truly a sports physical therapy clinic. We've been in business since 1980, and we continue to be in business after people have been bought and sold, folded. The reason why we continue to stay in business is twofold. Number one, we're a little crazy, which is fun. But number two, and the most important thing, is we always take care of the patient first. You take care of the patient first. This is what my dad always taught me. You take care of the patient first, everything else will fall into place.
Locations? Where do you have locations?
1975 West Elk Avenue. That's where my clinic is, where I work primarily. And then we have a pediatric location as well at the Medical Care Building at 1500 West Elk Avenue.
Physical Therapy Services. Last question, real quick. What's the phone number?
423-543-0073.
Physical Therapy Services, proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Our success is your success.
And back at the Tom Taylor Sports Show, we're very excited. 18 days out. One of our sponsors sitting over having lunch. Brother Blevins, Randall Birchfield Real Estate and Auction, our starting lineup sponsor. We're very excited about that. Got some new things happening this year. Got Andrew Barnett's now heading up to Cyclone Network. Carrie is rode off into the sunset of retirement. We certainly understand that. Not from the school, but just from doing Cyclone Network. And I would dare say she'll be going to Knoxville a lot because Tucker's in Johnson now playing soccer, so she and Jason will be on the road, following their son as they should, and I totally get that. So, anyway, Andrew Barnett's heading up Cyclone Network. He's got some new ideas. He's part of that Murder 101, the #1 documentary in the country. He's got some pretty cool, innovative ideas we're going to implement for Cyclone Network, and so he'll be doing that. And Brother Blevins will be our sponsor, Randall Birchfield Real Estate and Auction, our starting lineup sponsor. Our broadcast team again this year, our home games will be myself and Coach Eddie Pless. Can't wait to have him on. Then the road games will be RB, our buddy, of course, our superintendent, director of schools, who got a glowing endorsement, as he should have, from the school board, doing a great job leading the school system. And, of course, Eddie is the chairman of the school board, and so he'll do the home games with us, and the road games will be done by RB, our director of schools, Richard Van Us. So the broadcast team is set for another year, and I guess my 9th year doing Cyclone football. It's hard to believe. 9th or 10th, I have to go back and look. So pretty cool. So we're looking forward to being there. And it's, again, as you see, 18 days, 5 hours and 49 minutes. But who's counting? We've been doing it since the 100-day countdown. So we're very excited about it. The community's fired up. In fact, let me read you. Ryan sent me this on Friday night. They went down and kicked Anderson County pretty good from what I could tell. And so that was how I interpreted it, reading what I read. And so let's see, here it is. Let's see what we had here. All right. Scored 8 times. Anderson only scored once. There you go. So 8 sixes are 48 times 1 is 6. That's how I look at it, 48 times 6. You had touchdowns. T.A. Duggar went down to Anderson County, we're speaking of last Friday. Ryder Witten to Tyson Price, 75-yard touchdown. Ryder Witten to Bradley Jenkins, 30-yard touchdown. Ryder Witten to Cooper Fair, 80-yard touchdown. Bradley Farmer had a 50-yard touchdown run. Cooper Fair had a 30-yard interception, picked runner back for a touchdown. Ben Ringley had an 18-yard touchdown run. Coleman Clemson passed to Bradley Jenkins for a 60-yard touchdown pass. And Paxton Townsend had a 50-yard touchdown run. So Tyson Price, Bradley Jenkins, Cooper Fair, Bradley Farmer, Ben Ringley, and Paxton Townsend, 6 different Cyclones scored when he went down to Anderson County. You can see them this Thursday. The T.A. Duggar Cyclones will be at the stadium for their final preseason tune-up against Daniel Boone. So they'll be over here this Thursday. We'll try and capture some of that. We'll be in Boone Thursday with App State. We're going to come back and see if we can capture some of that. Let's see. We'll close out with a verse today. Let's do that before we get out of here and truck on. So it goes like this. In the moments of fear and discouragement, let's pray that we'll feel God's comforting presence. Absolutely. Joshua 1:9 says, have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. I mean, what more do you need to know? That's incredible. Do not be terrified. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. That's your verse, Joshua 1:9. We finish it by saying, believe that you're never alone, because you're not. Your miracle-working God sees you. He does. Cares about you. He does. He died for you on the cross, and will come and help you and reassure you and guide you in whatever you're dealing with. Where's the bell? Good way to end it. Thanks to Axel Steins. Also, we had on the show, we've run them through today, Leslie Broccoli and Randy Broccoli. Also, we had Whitney Blevins from Northeast Community Credit Union. We had our buddy John Ingram, who came back last week from hiking to the top of Mount Kilimanjaro in Africa, which is pretty cool. And we just wrapped things up, of course, the head coach Sean Witten, so of Cyclone football. So tomorrow will be right down the street. The best steamed sandwiches anywhere in the Tri-Cities, bar none, no question, will be tomorrow at Poor Trav's Deli. We'll be hanging out there tomorrow. Joseph Taylor's going to come by. We've got some other guests. I get on the list in front of me. We've got other folks coming tomorrow. Wednesday will be at Chick-fil-A in Johnson City. Thursday will be with Andrew McKeon in Boone, North Carolina, at Mountain Community Bank. And you'll have some of the folks coming over from App State, talking App State sports on Thursday. We're excited about that. Then Friday we'll come back and kick off the weekend and wrap up the work week. We'll be at Food City and Gray on Friday. So that's our week coming up. We're out of time. We sincerely thank you, viewers. Don't forget, here tonight, bingo, right here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton at 5:30. It gets very competitive. It's a lot of fun. You can win prizes, obviously. And so we'll do bingo here tonight. I won't, but Molly will. They are doing bingo tonight. How about that? At 5:30 here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton. And don't forget, because I'm getting ready to go get one, a peach milkshake for a limited time. They're not going to be here forever. They'll run out and they'll switch over and get ready for the fall flavors and then ultimately the peppermint chocolate chip milkshake for the holidays coming up. So, but we won't get there yet. It's just on August 3rd. So come get you some peach milkshakes and get what you need. Peach, some dragon fruit, some peach, right here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabeth and Tommy and Mary's store. Out of time, we sincerely thank you for yours. Till we greet you tomorrow from Poor Trav's Deli, we'll say as always, bloom where you're planted and win or lose, be a good sport. Thanks for watching show number 2545.